I just wanted to show you my video games. This is a work in progress. Pretty much this is two shelves I have right now. So we start on top with my statue. I need to put that Lancer to Marcus at some point. Got a little Chris Redfield from RE5, Tina from Dead Alive, Alduin of course. Then we go down, we have the PS2 games. Actually the space is pretty much like stacked there. So, but here I got my PS3 games, and I can fit one more at the end, and I could fit some on the top if needed. So maybe I'll put just some PS2 games because there's definitely PS2 games I want to have. The thing is, I'm mostly when it comes to PS2, PS3, I'm mostly like buying which is exclusive to the console or that is not on Xbox because I focus more on Xbox. But sometimes, like for example, the Anna Montana was like I think I paid like a couple cents for it. Pirates, same thing. Eve of Extinction, whatever it is. Like I don't even know. Never played that game. Manhunt I paid like $1. Shadow Warrior I paid $3 I think. Anyway, so but this is basically there are some of them that I paid like more. Some of them I still have from back in the days. And then we're gonna go down. Well, yeah, the PS3 games. If like I know I'm missing some games still on PS3 that I could get later on, like Ratchet maybe or whatever. But I got like most of the stuff I wanted because again I'm focusing mostly on Xbox 360 when it comes to that generation. Then we have like my first shelf of original Xbox. Yeah, it's pretty much full. Since there's a Vis there, like Vis. Does that word exist in English? Whatever. Anyway, they think that all the shelves, so I can really put more on top. Then we go down. We have the second shelf. It's not full yet. I still have some coming in the mail soon, so gonna have. I'm keeping those little space there for that. And then as we go down, we have the Nintendo stuff, some Dreamcast, PS1, GameCube. Like this is really my third wheel. Like if a game is not on Xbox or PS2, I'm getting it on GameCube. We sometimes I get games cheap, like Red Steel 2. I didn't pay much for it, but the goal was mostly to get like the exclusive again. N64. I still don't have the console. I need to rebuy it because I used to have it as a teen. I got a few games. I got some there that I still need to get the cases for them. This is not like box. This is plastic cases with prints, homemade. So, but I think it's pretty cool. When it comes to PS1, some of them doesn't have like labels. They're just like this game, but I still got like some decent stuff there. For example, Parasite Eve and Dreamcast. I don't have much. I have like just a couple ones, but those are expensive, and I don't know. Like I started buying like, if you see, I have Illbleed, which is pretty expensive games, some Hari games, Shenmue of course, and oh I forgot. Here we have the two like Blair Witch games for PC. I need to get the third one. I may get it soon. One PSP games. I got a couple more that don't have the cases, but I only got a PSP like recently. I'm not gonna play a lot on that. It's more like when I leave home. I don't have a Switch, so and my Dead or Alive 5 like big box. I put that one there because it's taking a lot of space, but I may change it at some point. So then we go to the second shelf, and we have those Gears of War cans there. This is a work in progress because like I'm gonna have more. Like you have a little leftover from OG Xbox there. I'll need to figure out if I can fit them somewhere in the other like place. Then we start the 360 games. There's a couple like sports games. I always like the NHL 2K series, but I don't like the EA NHL 07 or 8 or whatever. Like I played a couple ones. Was not really a fan, but I like the 2K. But it stopped at 2K10, and I just realized those are not in order. I need to reverse them, but whatever. There's a 2K11, but it was a Switch exclusive, so never bothered with it. Didn't have the Switch back then. I do have it now, but anyway. And then we have Gears. Like I got the normal edition that I bought back then, the collector's edition that I got later. Gears 2 collector. Gears 3 I got the normal edition there, but I have like the collector at some other space, like on display. And then some Halo, of course. I will get actually Reach at some point. I used to have it. I don't know why I sold it back then. I wasn't collecting really back then. And same for ODST. I used to. I'm probably gonna get back all the Halos. I wanted to get like the Master Chief Collection on disc, so I thought like yeah, all the games are on it, so that's better. But the disc now is just pretty much like it's useless. I mean, the game is so patched now. I mean, it's a broken version on disc. So anyway, and then we got Fear, of course. Like now those are all backward compatible, which is awesome. Quake 4, got some Call of Duty. I need to get maybe like a couple ones that I used to have, but I don't have anymore. I don't know if I'm gonna get like Modern Warfare, the first one, since I have the remaster and everything. I don't know. I'll see. Um, yeah, Perfect Dark, some pretty good stuff there. This is mostly like shooters from that point, and then yeah, we got the big box for Fable 3, Skyrim Collectors. Oblivion, I used to have like the Collector's Edition. I actually got it with the console, but again, like a dumbass, I sold it back then. I bought the Game of the Year because it had the Shearing Island DLC. And if we go down, some more 360. Yeah. Like for example, I'm missing Tomb Raider Legend, but I have it digitally, so I may actually get it at some point. Resident Evil 5, same thing. I bought the collectors, but I still have it though. But I bought this gold edition later just because I thought it looked cool. And then we have more RPGs and stuff. Yeah, Fable 1, Fable 2, like I need to find a way maybe to fit them with Fable 3, so it will be better. Then we go down, got the 007 James Bond game, some fighting games, some wrestling game. Yeah, pretty much I'm a fan of the SmackDown versus Raw games, but when it got to WWE, like with a number, I thought it became like really not as good. I wouldn't say crap, but it's just not as good. So I got 12, and I was like, ugh, I don't know. I still got like 2K19 on Xbox One at some point for super cheap. It's a little better than those early like 12 or whatever. I do have 13 on PS3, but again, I pay like peanuts for that. And we got some movie license game. You could argue some of them are really bad, but whatever. My voice today, I don't know if I got something in my throat or whatever. Maybe like a little cold. Yeah, probably not COVID. I'm not feeling that bad. And yeah, we got some pretty much, yeah, Ghostbusters, movie stuff, comic book, and some Kinect games at the end. Kinect games like can be fun, but just like it's an asshole to move stuff and everything. So I don't really like do Kinect often now. And finally, we got this shelf is smaller, so it's perfect for the Xbox One games. So got some decent one. I do have more like digitally when it comes to Xbox One. It's not as fun anymore to buy them because the cases are smaller. There's no manual, and I don't know. And finally, yes, I know it looks a bit weird to have some PS4 along some, since it's mostly like an Xbox shelf, pretty much. Like if I back, you may see, and the reflection is not helping, but yeah, it's pretty much like an Xbox shelf. But like yeah, like I said, since that place there's only like Blu-ray size cases that fits, I put my PS4 with the Xbox One. If at some point I got enough Xbox One, I may just like find another place for the PS4. But so far there's still plenty of space remaining, and I'm not buying that much anymore. Like physical, depends on the price, depends on the games. Anyway, and on PS4, well, I do need a couple more. So as you can see, I got God of War, Horizon, Medieval, Creed Champions. That one I wanted to get it on Xbox, but I found it cheaper on PS4, and it was physical instead of digital. I was gonna buy all the Yakuza games for PS4, but now they're all available on Xbox One, so I don't know. They're just not physical on Xbox One. So depending on prices, if I see them not too expensive, I may get them. Still, but like I said, like physical is not the same thing that Jin. And as you can see, there's a few that I missed that I want to get at some point. Last of Us Part 2. I do have the first game on disc, yeah, on PS3. But the Part 2 I wanted. I want Days Gone at some point. I think there was another one, but I just can't remember. Oh yeah, it's Ghost of Tsushima. Yeah, that looks like a cool game too. Anyway, so this is basically it. Yeah, and I got some horror movies like right there with my router. But I try to fit like pretty much all my games. So just before I finish this video. Let's just do like more. Well, I can go any further, sadly. But yeah, and yeah, you get a guitar over there, and there's a bunch of crap. Yeah, not too bad, right? So I'm just trying to fill those shelves pretty much. I think at some point I'm gonna need to stop buying games because I really got a lot already. But I do like to buy, especially Gen 6 and Gen 7. Because Gen 7 still had manual for most of it. Like at the end they cut them off, but like most of it I have them. And when it comes to Gen 5, I'm probably gonna get a few more PS1 game at some point, few N64 games. Dreamcast, I don't know, they're so expensive, and they're, if I could just find somebody that would burn them up for me, like have them like burn disc, I don't care at that point. I mean, and if they actually remastered for a modern system, I'm not even bothering getting them on disc. When it comes to the 5th gen, it's mostly stuff I couldn't get digitally, or like I don't know, like I really like it, really want it. So let me know what you think of that.